Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super exciting video because I'm going to be teaching this full glam makeover on the beautiful Jessie Golden. I'm going to be teaching you a dark smoky eye and very glowy contoured skin. So if you want to see how to get this look, keep on watching. So the first thing we want to do is start out with a clean base, and Jessie has perfect skin, so she really doesn't need anything, but we're going to start with the Correcting Primer from PUR Minerals. This is a super hydrating primer, so it's just going to add a lot of hydration to the skin right before we go into foundation, but we're going to go ahead and hydrate first and start with the eyes. So the second thing we were going to do is prime the eyes, and I love to use Frankie Rose Fresh Concealer to prime them because it leaves a really nice clean base so that we can start to pack on all those eyeshadows. The palette that I'm going to be using today is Tartelette from Tarte. This is an amazing palette for smoky eyes. It just has so many matte colors that look amazing on the eyes. First color we're going to be using is Free Spirit, and this is a matte nude shade, and it's going to set the prime. Then we're going to go ahead and pick up a fluffy blending brush of your choice and start to work in Force of Nature, which is a matte mauve, into the crease to add depth. We're going to start building up that smoky eye by applying a multitasker with a flat shadow brush and start to pack that onto the eye. It's time now to apply our darkest shade, which is Fashionista, a matte black. And so we're going to go ahead and pack this even more onto the eye to create that super sexy smoke. For an ultimate blend, use your blending brush over the black and the crease to get a really nice diffused look. If you want to get an even better blend, go ahead and use a small shader brush, and we're going to go in between with Dreamer, which is a chocolate brown, to blend the black and the crease together. I always like to go back with a clean shader brush that has no product on it and just blend out the edges so it looks very seamless. So now it's time to apply our shimmer. So I'm going to be using the Ideal Duo from Dose of Colors, and this is the color Envy. So this is a super dark, almost black, metallic duo. We're first going to be applying the primer base. So we're going to apply it in short patting motions onto the eyes so we can prime for the sparkly part. Once the primer is on, we can go ahead and pack on that glitter. Now it's time for liner. I love the color Overboard from ColourPop. This is a bronzy metallic brown, and it looks beautiful on blue and green eyes. It just really makes the eyes pop. I put it in the lash line and smudge it out. Go ahead and wipe away any fallout that you may have. I am using the MAC makeup wipes to get away any of the glitter that fell from the pigment. I'm going to be using Benefit's They're Real Primer Mascara. This is a tinted lash primer, and it actually is really dark brown, and I prefer this for girls that have super long lashes. Jessie has such long lashes, I did not want to put falsies on her, so this primer works amazing. It's time for eyebrows. Even though she has super thick brows, I still like to define the brows just to complete the look. So we're going to be using ColourPop's mechanical pencils, and the shade that I love for blondes is Honey Blonde. Go ahead in short stroking motions, work this pencil into the brow, and every now and then you'll just brush through the hairs with a spoolie so that it looks more natural. Look at the difference. There's such a big difference between the right and the left brow. To make it a lot more defined, I love to go in with MAC NC20 concealer, and I like to shape it out underneath so it just looks really sharp and clean. Blend it away so that there's no concealer lines and it just looks seamless. It's time for the face. She has seriously such perfect skin. We don't need to put foundation on her, but this is a makeup tutorial, so let me do my thing. We're going to be using Faced Hangover Primer, and this is basically like a drink for your skin. It's also infused with coconut water, which really helps to promote elasticity, so it's going to make the makeup last so much longer. We are going to be using Born This Way foundation from Too Faced as well. And this is actually one of my favorite foundations to use on clients. I use this on many brides. It has a medium to full coverage. It's also oil free, so those of you that have oily skin, don't worry. It's not going to make you break out or make you more oily. It is also very hydrating and very lightweight. So the more you put on, it doesn't matter. You're not going to feel it. It's not going to feel cakey. It's going to feel very comfortable throughout the day and look very flawless. So there are 12 different shades in the Born This Way foundation collection, and the color that I'm using on Jessie is golden, and of course I'm using a damp beauty blender to diffuse this into her skin. The next product is one of my favorites. This is the Retoucher from Charlotte Tilbury, and the shade that I love is Light. I love to use this to brighten up the under eyes as well as highlight the rest of the face. So we'll apply it to her jawline, her nose, the middle of her brows, and her chin. It's time to sculpt that nose. We're going to be using my Nose Perfector with Motives Color Correcting Quad. And this is an amazing cream for contouring the nose. We're really just going to do the tip, just define it just a little bit. And contouring the face. So we're going to be using my 181 Chiseler brush with RCMA Cream Contour Palette. Go ahead and apply it to the forehead, and then this is going to be a pretty soft Glam contour, so we're just going to sculpt out her cheekbones very lightly. That jawline too. Go ahead and blend it out with that damp beauty blender again. And when it comes to contouring, it's all about blending the highlight into the contour as well. You don't want a bunch of lines on your face. You want it to look really blended. Go ahead and use the fluffy side of my Nose Perfector brush just to blend out any of that nose contour. My favorite powder to set all of the contour is Laura Mercier Translucent. I love to use this to bake as well. It just gives a really smooth look to the under eyes and prevents any creasing. Whenever I am applying powder to the face, I love to press it into the skin instead of using swiping or circular motions because I don't like to move around the foundation underneath. My favorite powder on the planet is Hello Flawless by Benefit, and the shade that I'm using is Honey. I love this shade to go over any of the contour. It really adds a matte look to the skin. It's a velvet finish, so it's very comfortable. It's not going to make you crack or look dry. It looks very beautiful. Let's go ahead and define her contour a little bit more with one of my favorites. This is Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. We're going to be using my 180 large fan brush, and we're just bronzing and warming up her skin. Go ahead and go over the contour a little bit with the highlighting and chiseling side of my chiseler brush, and we are just blending away the bake as well. I love to bake the sides of the nose just to add a little bit more definition, and we'll go ahead and dust it away at the end. We are just using my translucent powder again with the nose brush. So the blush palette that we're going to be using is Cheekathon from Benefit, and I love to mix Dandelion and Retoucher for a really just shimmery pinky mauve. Dust that away. She doesn't even need nose contour. I mean, look at her face. And then we're going to set all the makeup with one of my favorites. This is Motive's 10 Years Younger. I just love the way it smells and feels, and it really makes the makeup last. Oh wait, we forgot the best part. Of course, we got to add that highlight. So I'm going to be using Artist Couture Conceited Diamond Glow. I'm just going to spray a little bit more with setting spray just so the highlighter sticks, and I'm using the Japanese concealer brush. I just like to use this to highlight. Look at that glow. Oh, krr. And for the center of the face, I'm using Ofra You Do You highlighter. I love to apply it to the Cupid's bow, to the tip of the nose, down the bridge of the nose, and I like to highlight the inner corners of the eyes as well. Let's go ahead and finish off the look with a super sexy nude. When I'm doing a smoky eye, I don't always love to do dark on the lips, so we're going to do this pretty combo that I love. We're going to be using ColourPop Polite Lippy Pencil. And then we're going to pop on my favorite liquid lipstick, which is Bel Air from Ofra. I love this nude. It's a peachy nude, so it doesn't look too nude. It looks amazing on many skin tones, and I think it really complements smoky eyes. Then for a perfect gloss, we're just going to pop on Marilyn's Pearls from Velvet 59, and the look is complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it. And if you would like me to do more of these full detailed makeup routines, I would totally love to record more for you. So let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys.